Hey everyone, it's 10 Types, and today I'm really excited to be playing this Pokemon TCG Live deck, which is in the expanded format, which is Sun and Moon on. There's also a couple of bans, though I don't think they matter. But today I'm playing a deck that plays no trainers and no energy, because I'm playing the Pokemon trading card game. I want to play Pokemon. Yeah, no trainers, no energy means that we have some issues we need to work out, though. So first of all, Pokemon, obviously the main way you win the game is by attacking. I was considering making a deck where you're like not really attacking, you're focused on control. That seemed kind of hard. I mean, this is obviously kind of hard to do as well, but that's what I was, kind of thinking. But I changed my mind and decided not to do that. Tell me down below in the comments though if you do want to see me do that. That could be a more interesting deck. This deck honestly isn't super interesting. It's kind of cool. And it's very unique, certainly. Probably the most unique deck I've ever made. But on top of that, it does just have one main attacker here, which again does attack for free because we don't have any energy, so we can't actually pay the attack costs of these Pokemon if they're not free. Outside of this, I'm like Charge a Bug, but that's not that good in this situation. It's actually pretty bad. So we have Cramorant here. This is the best free attacker I could find. Yes, there's like Badu. Badu's another really good free attacker, but in this it's really bad because it slows the game down and we're not really setting up for much. And so essentially we're just giving our opponent more time to set up. So we don't play any of those attackers. We don't play any of the babies. We don't have any abilities that do damage either. I was considering putting those in. They definitely seemed pretty interesting, but also they seemed way too clunky to get set up. So I have Cramorant. It's just a basic Pokemon, which if you have 4 or more cards in the Lost Zone, this Pokemon attacks for free and it does 110 and it doesn't hit weakness. So this is okay. It's not super strong, and we're probably not getting this tournament going second. I think we theoretically could, but it seems pretty unlikely. But turn 2, we can definitely get it going because we have a bunch of cards to get cards in the Lost Zone. We have Comfey, because we need to like draw through our deck. We have like consistency, and we need to get cards in the Lost Zone through Pokemon. So we have Comfey, which looks the top 2, puts 1 into our Lost Zone, 1 into our hand. Then we have the this Manaphy. Manaphy's a really good consistency card, letting you look at the top 6 cards of your deck if it's in the active and put 1 into your hand. I mean, it's technically only Pokemon, but all the cards in our deck are Pokemon, so it does that. And then we have Trumbeak. Trumbeak says if it's in your hand, you can essentially just Lost Zone it, and then you like can technically Lost Zone one of your opponent's supporters, but that probably doesn't happen. And then we also have the Dunsparce for draw. This is actually a really good card because we have limited bench space, and I mean our deck's literally entirely Pokemon, so we really need to be mindful of bench space. So we have this ability Runaway Draw, which lets us draw 3 cards, and then it goes out of play into our deck and gets shuffled in. I think this stops us from decking out. I'm not actually 100% sure. Actually, no, I know. I'm pretty sure it does. So we could use this to stop ourselves from decking out. I haven't had that happen, though. Then we have Pyukumuku with the ability Pitch Up Pyukumuku, which puts it on the bottom of our deck and draws a card. We can only use one of this ability per turn, but it's still pretty solid. We also have a Fezandipiti EX to draw ourselves 3 cards if we're knocked out. Maybe I should play more, but realistically, at the point in which we're getting knocked out, we're more or less set up anyways. Hopefully, then we have Rotom V to draw us 3 cards. Actually, I'm going to... No, I feel okay with the counts. The counts are kind of sketchy, but I'll stick with them for now. Rotom V, though, draws 3 cards and ends our turn. And Rotom VSTAR has the VSTAR power, letting us discard as many cards from our hand as we want, then drawing that many cards. And most of the cards in our hand are bad, so we don't want those. We don't necessarily care. We're just looking for, honestly, the Cramorants to attack with. I could add damage boosting in this deck. I don't have it. It's a little clunky. I mean, there's an Articuno which adds 10 more, which is like solid. But again, bench space is pretty weak. We have Morpeko, which looks at the top card, and we can discard it, which we will presumably almost always do, and I'll get to that in a moment as to why that's extra good. And then Iron Bundle, maybe another Iron Bundle would be good, actually, but I'm able to play 2 already, and you discard it to switch one of your opponent's Pokemon out from the bench to the active. And again, I'm just going for consistency so far, so I haven't cut any really consistency cards. And then we have, actually, I'll cut a Pyukumuku for an Iron Bundle, and I'll cut another one for a Fezandipiti. I feel okay with that. And then we have the Prism Star cards. These are really important because we need cards in our Lost Zone, and yes, Comfey can get some in the Lost Zone, and it could get 4, but it's not awesome. And what it does is the Prism Star cards, they all have like a bunch of text on them that like they do different things. I don't think any of them can actually do anything. I mean, yes, theoretically, Jirachi Prism Star, if it was prized, we could take an extra prize, which is like kind of insane, honestly. This card it's a really weird card, but that seems unlikely. And the Ditto Prism Star can evolve into Dudunsparce, which is like kind of cool, I guess. And yeah, I think that's all the Prism Star cards. They can do anything, but then they have this Prism Star rule, which says that Oh, this is immune to effects of attacks as well. That doesn't seem very meaningful, but we have it. But if, this is hard to read because of the effect, but you can't have more than one Prism Star card with the same name in your deck. But if a Prism Star card would go to your discard pile, put it in the Lost Zone instead, and these will pay for Cramorant's attack cost. And then at that point, we can Lost Zone them by discarding them through the use of Rotom VSTAR theoretically, or Galarian Meowth. Galarian Meowth is really important to the deck. We discard 2 cards from our hand to discard Prism Star cards, and Morpeko, again, discarding cards can theoretically discard Prism Star cards to obviously be used to pay our attack cost. This deck obviously isn't super strong, but is funny, and it's really funny. It's really fun. It's really silly, and it's not very good. But again, this is definitely one of the most creative decks I built, if not the most creative deck. But if you have a more creative idea, or even a deck that's like an alternate idea for this deck, comment that down below, because this is, I want to see more crazy decks like this. They're really hard. They're really silly. And I've tried a deck without Pokemon. I might try that again because you can't actually do a deck without any Pokemon, but you can functionally kind of do it. But last time I did it, it was more so like an actual deck as opposed to just silly. Regardless, let's see. Do we want to go first? I'll go first. Then we can maybe attack turn 2. That's kind of the idea. Oh, I played Latias EX. I didn't mention that because if we get stuck in the active, we lose. So we played Latias. We got Manaphy though, which is good. This hand looks okay. Not amazing, but again, it looks okay. So I'll probably Pyukumuku first and then Manaphy maybe. I don't really know. Pyukumuku, of course, just kind of cycling through our deck here. We don't have any. I mean, we have Fezandipiti EX, which is draw, but overall this hand, it's okay. I mean, I said it was okay. It's actually probably not that good. Anyways, hopefully my opponent's not playing something super strong. Is this going to be ADP? That seems bad. So I'll Pyukumuku first, and then I'll Manaphy, and hopefully get, oh, Cramorant. That's actually exactly what we're looking for. Okay, that's good. We need some other cards. Galarian Meowth is definitely good. Rotom V is also good, but I think Galarian Meowth is actually, oh, is it better? Now I'll take the Rotom V. I need to draw cards here. I will play the Cramorant down. We do have 120. I'm so annoyed that I don't have the Articuno right now, but whatever, it's fine. I'll go ahead and instant charge here. We need a Latias EX, and we need a bunch of cards in the Lost Zone. We got Rotom V-Star though. I might use that. Ultimately, again, Rotom V-Star, it has its good ability, but if it gets stuck in the active, we lose. We can't attack with it, and we also can't retreat it ever because Latias EX gives free retreat to basics. That's why I was considering not even putting in a V-Star power. Also, Reggie Draco V-Star could have a better V-Star power, but obviously Rotom V is really good. I guess obviously the best one would, what is this? The best V-Star power in the game would be Forest Seal Stone for us to use, but that's not a Pokemon. They're going to Nest Ball. I hope this isn't a strong deck, because then we're going to lose, right? But maybe they'll fail the Nest Ball and we can Iron Bundle, knock out the only Pokemon. Oh, Radiant Greninja. Okay, so maybe this is just a Goldengo list as well, with some extra stuff, which is actually kind of cool to see. Honestly, this will be mostly me setting up for a turn and then showing off my opponent's deck. But yeah, it looks like we don't have the knockout on our turn, presumably, unless, oh, actually, we could with our ability. Fairy Energy. What's this card? I've never seen this card before. What's that? That doesn't exist. Wait, is this? Oh yeah, no. There are fairy Pokemon in the format. People just don't play them because they're not very good. But we see Bird Keeper to switch in the Gimbal. Wait a second. Okay, so if we get the knockout, obviously that's kind of crazy. Oh, they have another Gimbal though. Okay, so it's a little less crazy. Going for the knockout's still probably good. Also, we only have 4 Cramorants. If our Cramorants go down, we lose. I was looking for other attacking options, and they're kind of bad. So, wait, they're superior energy retrievaling for 1. Are they going to minor errand running, and they don't have any energy? That seems... Actually, that like kind of makes sense. Just really surprising that they don't have energy. They have a Switch, another Oranguru. So maybe this is Oranguru for Safe from my next code breaking. I don't know. I'm not sure what the Oranguru is there for. I mean, it's a cool card. It swaps a card in your hand with the top card of your deck. Really colorful art as well. It's pretty fun. But they are going to attach a metal active. Okay, I don't actually know what's going on anymore. I don't know why this is pure energy retrieval. Like, it's super important. But anyways, we have Cramorant, which is 3-shotting them, which is pretty bad. We wouldn't, like, with Articuno, we realistically wouldn't actually be getting there, but I'll try to push for the knockout. Wait, they got a metal, right? Yeah, oh, they got 2 metals. Okay, so we could basic Goza first. I guess I shouldn't do that. I should probably Ocean Search. Yeah, I'll Ocean Search. Maybe get a V-Star if I I mean, getting or not a V-Star, a Prism Star, doesn't actually help though that much. Oh, Latias, I'll take that. We need Galarian Meowth as well, and we need Tapu Koko Prism, or no, we need some Prism Stars, presumably to attack this turn. But I'll take the Latias, and I will Mesagoza. No, I'll hold the Mesagoza. I'm going to play this. I'll play this. I am going to use the ability. It's a little risky, but I think it's fine. I'll play the Cramorant, and I'm just going to discard. I guess I shouldn't have played the Cramorant, but it doesn't really matter, presumably. And I'll just Conversion Star and discard my entire hand and draw 8 cards. And hopefully they are good cards. And we lost zone 2 of them. Okay. Do we have it? We do. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I'll Mesa goes at 2, and we get the knockout, which is nice. I'm pretty sure have knockout in hand. No, they don't have knockout in hand just yet, but they're really close. I'll take an Iron Bundle. I guess that's fine. Unfortunately, we did prize the Jirachi. We could try to lost someone in their supporters. I don't know what they put on top. It could be a supporter, actually. That'd be really funny. I'm going to go for this play to try to lost someone in their supporter cards. It's kind of stupid, but it's kind of funny as well. So I'll do that. Oh, I probably should have Pyukumuku first. I forgot about that as well. But yeah, that's kind of awkward. Okay, we got another Prism Star, which is fine. I'll Trumbeak. And we see what they top decked. Oh, it was a Goldengo. Okay. So I'll Galarian Meowth here. Our bench is kind of clogged at the moment, and this is kind of why maybe I shouldn't have played the Cramorant. But anyways, I'll just discard 2 of these. It doesn't. I guess keep the Shaymin as a pivot. The others don't do literally anything. Actually, wait, no, that's kind of stupid because they're all pivots. Anyways, I'm gonna go take the knockout here. We are up on prizes with this deck that plays no energies and no trainers. This is kind of crazy. I don't expect it to stay this way. They have the Goldengo, which we know for a fact. Oh, we got another Latias. Oh, I play this alternate art because I don't have 3 copies of the regular Latias, so I didn't feel like crafting them. But we know they have Goldengo. We know they have like a bunch of energies. Also, why does the energy pattern change when I click the discard pile? Presumably, we won't be able to win this one, unfortunately. I don't know if I went about it the right way. If we played a Pokemon like Bonsly, which confuses for free. They're playing Barry, what? No shot. I'm getting styled on here. Okay. Well, I imagine they have it. Maybe they don't. Maybe they burn through their resources and can't win the game. That's theoretically possible. Seems very unlikely, but technically possible. We've seen another Gimmighoul, which is kind of unfortunate. And also, like a Rangoon Radiant Greninja, we're not knocking out. We're not one-shotting. We could two-shot. We've seen Energy Retrieval. That seems like they have it. They are burning these Retrieval cards. But I mean, presumably, they play the 4 Superior Energy Retrievals. They probably play a bunch of regular Energy Retrievals as well. Wait, what? Wait, what's happening? Why did they play the energy retrieval to get back 1 and then discard an energy, which it was definitely not the one they had in their hand. I have no idea what's happening on my opponent's side of the board anymore. But anyways, they are presumably getting the knockout. They are super riding back. I don't know, something. Definitely the gaming goal. Probably they're super running back everything. I guess they're discarding a good chunk of energies here. And I guess the Orangu is like okay, but I feel like you don't really need a second Orangu. I don't know. They played 2. I'm not sure what they're both for. It could just be for consistency reasons. They're going to Primate Wisdom as well. Maybe see one of those cards and just kind of play things safer. Primate Wisdom's really nice for holding on to cards. It's not an insane ability. It's a decent ability. I'd say the ability is. I don't know, for some reason I feel like it's on the caliber of Monkey Dory. That's like kind of a horrendous comparison because they're like completely different. But anyways, they have like some versatility and are decently strong, but ultimately not backbone cards in the deck usually. But again, really nice cards in the deck for support. And they're gonna get the knockout. Yep, there they go. And wait, why did they play Fairy Energy? Did they play Fairy Pokemon? Because they play like water and they play water attackers. Anyways, I'll send up Manaphy here. Well, I guess just hit into them. We don't really have a choice here. And we're hoping that they just kind of end up like dead drawing at some point. I'll Ocean Search, looking for maybe the Dunsparce could be good. We see not that. We see I'll take the Iron Bundle, I guess. And then Mesagoza. I really wish there's some other payoff for Lost Zone. I don't think there is another like a higher payoff for Lost Zone though. That's free. I don't know though. Anyways, this is all right. I'll play the Dunsparce. It's not like great, obviously. I could also Galarian Meowth to thin my hand, which I guess I'll do. I'll get rid of the Shaymin because it's not really doing anything, and I'll get rid of the Comfey because that's also not doing very much. And just go ahead. Oh, I searched my deck. And go ahead and hit into them. I really don't think you'll be able to deal with this. I think I made the right play knocking out the Gimmighoul that turn, but maybe not. I don't know. I mean, they definitely have multiple Goldengos. Another Super Odd. How much recovery do they play? This is crazy. If they play like absurd amounts of recovery, there's no shot I'm winning this. I mean, there's not really a shot I'm winning this anyways, but um, yeah, this seems unlikely. Very, very unlikely. So we'll see. I imagine a coin bonus. Oh, a capture room. Oh yeah, they no, I was gonna say they do it. They're doing that to shuffle their deck so they can see more cards with a Ranguru, or not see the cards that they put on top with a Ranguru, but that's not what they're doing. Anyways, they got another Gimbighoul, so that's. I mean, it is what. Realistically, we're not gonna. I don't know. The only way we win this is if they aren't able to deal with their Pokemon. I might just send up. I was gonna say some high HP basic, but I guess the highest HP basic is like Xerneas or Solgaleo, and just kind of make him have to hit through that. Wait, not Xerneas, Solgaleo, because Xerneas is weak to them. Maybe I should not have lost on that. I could look for something else like a I don't know what's tanky. The Darkrai I think is also in that same HP, so I might look for that if I can't get anything else going. They're gonna conceal cards, kind of some weird sequencing by them here, but let's see what they are going for. Again, they are like using Radiant Greninja. I'd almost not do that if I were them, so that they could save energy and save resources. Because the only way they lose this game is if they run out of resources. They are going to coin bonus, and the coin bonus is solid draw. Ranguru sees more cards, kind of, sorta, and I mean coin bonus sees like a bunch of cards every turn. They haven't even Mesa Goza yet. Okay, so they're going to do that and fail it. Mesa Goza is like kind of a weird support or stadium. I see it a lot more in expanded, surprisingly. I don't play that much, but I do see it in expanded some, not that much in standard. Wait, they haven't coin bonus active. Okay. Um, they have a big hand as well. The other Pokemon, there's a few I was considering. There's a Dugtrio, which is okay. That might be better than Cramorant. I'm not sure. And I also already made a video on it, so it seems less exciting. Okay, notice that they don't have 3 energies in their 11 card hand or whatever after playing like a bunch of energy recovery too. Anyways, they're Earth Investing away in energy. Okay, I was like, I don't know. I mean, obviously they're getting more energies here. I guess they had 2, and now they have 3. And again, I don't know whether they're playing Fairy Energy and Lightning Energy. Like, do they have some crazy tech that they're just gonna pull out? Because we haven't even seen any Water Energies. Maybe they are playing the item which searches for an energy of every type. I mean, that would make a lot of sense in Goldengo, I guess. I don't know how important it is in Expanded. Another capturing room. Okay, they're cycling through the deck a lot here. They are getting another basic, maybe another Gimmighoul. I mean, not that they should obviously play it here, but they can get it into their hand just to kind of thin it out of their deck. They played it. What do they not? I mean, they have to play like Fezandipiti or something, right? Like why are they playing it? Okay, well, anyways, they're gonna attack us here. I mean, yes, I guess they're playing it to thin, but that still seems a little sketchy. Um, because like even if you have some like weaker support Pokemon in your hand, like Crobat or Dedenne, I gotta assume that's like in most stacks. I don't play that in this stack because it takes up bench spot slots and I can't really get those back. But anyways, I got a Manaphy here to send up still to keep looking, though we really do need something. I was gonna say I could Fezandipiti. Apparently that's in the discard. So I'll just Ocean Search first and get hopefully something that I need. We got these cards. Oh, well, Volcanion has a bunch of HP, so I could send that one up. If we don't find what we need, that's fine enough this turn, I guess. We're gonna Mesa Goza though. I'd rather hit into them with Cramorant, I guess. Looks like we're just not doing that though. So yeah, I guess not Rotom being either because that's not here. But I'll retreat into the Volcanion Prism Star. Now my boards, as was gonna say, it's completely locked up. That's not actually true. I could Galarian Meowth. I don't know. I don't feel like it. I don't think it realistically like matters. It could matter if we get hit by a supporter. Actually, I probably should have done it. It's not like crazy that they play. They've like essentially not played support. I mean, they played Ladies like an okay supporter. Birdkeeper seems really niche within the deck. What was happening? Oh, that's the Lost Zone making weird particle effects distracting me. And then they played like Bear is obviously a pretty weak supporter. And then Birdkeeper's fine, but a little weird in this deck. They got another Goldengo for more draw. I guess Gimmighoul like is solid for like adding to draw, but also again like if you are down to situation with a low hand where you want to go for the Deny or Crobat, that would be really good. Which I imagine is still very good in Goldengo because it draws you tons of cards. And yeah, I guess you do have like kind of a clogged board. They're attaching more energies too, which is kind of surprising. Seems a little aggressive. They're going to Energy Search Pro as well. Okay, so they do play it, which is not surprising. We do see a water. So I guess they play all 11 types of, or no, sorry, all 9 types of basic energy in their deck, and maybe then I guess they play a bunch of metals, so it makes more sense to play that than the waters. Wait, they play multiple waters. What? Okay. I don't know energy counts of Golden Eggo normally, and this is expanded, so it's like even more different. But they play how many types? Wait, did they get 4 off of that? Yeah, 4 metal, darkness, water, fire. Okay, I guess they prized what fighting. And is that I don't know. I don't feel like counting this anymore. But anyways, they do have the knockout with that. Um, so I guess we're just gonna go ahead and Cramorant them, and then after that, we'll like ideally Cramorant twice, right? Obviously, if we don't Cramorant twice, we're presumably losing. We're not even knocking out their one Goldengo. Not that it's even that useful to knock out the Goldengo at this point, but we need to win and just hope that they, run out of juice. But anyways, it's our turn, and we see a Tapu Koko Prism Star, which has 130 HP, which is nothing spectacular here. We'll Ocean Search, hopefully, obviously, get the Cramorant. We don't. We see Fezandipiti, which I'll take. I'll use it if I don't hit off a Mazagoza. I'd kind of rather save it, but or like save the bench slot. But this is all right if we have to. Okay, I guess we do. Really unfortunate. Our draws just aren't really where we want them to be at this point. We could send up Latias and hope that they don't knock it out and kind of cycle between Pokemon. We now have no bench slots open. I'll retreat into Latias. And just hope they don't have it here. They probably do, but if they don't, and then we retreat into Fezandipiti after, like we can buy time doing this. It's not great, but it's something. I guess. I mean, theoretically, if we could buy time, they're playing regular energy. Okay, they gotta play. So they play at least 8 retrieval cards because they play for superior energy retrieval. They play at least 2 regular energy retrieval and at least 2 super odds. That's a lot. But I mean, you need a lot of energy, and they 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, that says a lot, right? They have what 16 energy from retrievals, superior energy retrievals, and another 4 at least from regular retrievals, another 3 from super odd. So that's like yeah, it's like 40 energies or something, which it seems like a little much. But anyways, they have Laventia. What? Wait, they don't. They have 1 lightning. Okay, well, I'm gonna quit. I'm not gonna win this one. We know I'm not gonna win this one. They have like infinite energy now, literally infinite energy at this point, so they actually can't lose the game. We don't have any stadium bumps. I could have played the Marshadow. Marshadow's it's all right. But anyways, that was something. I got kind of powered up. I ultimately end up stalling out. It wouldn't have worked even if I didn't stall out in the middle of the game there, but that was something kind of weird. But let's hop into the next game and see how this one goes. Hopefully it goes a little bit better. Hopefully, I don't know. I hope something. I hope we get something really exciting. And hopefully it's not something that's gonna ability lock us. Ability lock us is really bad because we just lose because we can't ever attack or do like pretty much anything. And then if it's hopefully it's like item lock or like supporter lock. I mean supporter lock's not that common, but hopefully it's item lock or like Garbodor or something kind of like that. So that they counter items, which we don't play. So then we're in a really good position in that matchup. Baynet EX. There's a lot of different item lock cards. The best one is probably Badoo. I honestly don't know. I'm not super familiar with expanded meta, but I know Badoo's played at least in the full expanded format quite a bit. Hopefully we find someone as well. I certainly don't want to play against the same matchup. That would be obviously pretty boring. And that was kind of slow as well. It was kind of a weird game. But yeah, I don't know if there are other good attacking options in the deck. Bonsly with Confusion is interesting, causing him to damage himself and buying us time. I didn't include that because I was like, yeah, people are gonna play Switch, and my opponent played Switch, so I don't think it would have worked. They end up like just kind of burning switches. Anyways, we did find someone, so hopefully again they're playing something. I think this is a different person. I don't remember who the other person was, but let's see if we're going first or second. Obviously, probably first is better, so we can attack earlier, I think, but I don't think it matters that much. Realistically, we just want to do whatever's worst for my opponent, but obviously we don't really know that. Realistically, I guess going second is probably better most of the time for most good expanded decks, because either one, they could just attack turn 1, or 2, they can disrupt their opponent pretty heavily turn 1. But regardless, we have a pretty solid hand here, a pretty good hand. We are going second. Okay, I mean, I'll start with Cramorant, right? We have Latias, which will play down, and we have a little bit of draw. Probably just retreat into something and kind of go from there. Honestly, the only Pokemon that feels good retreating into in this hand is Pyukumuku. No, actually, retreating into like Victini or Ditto is like fine. Honestly, Ditto retreating into that's all right. If it gets knocked out, then it goes to Lost Zone, which is cool. We see a Palkia, okay, that has a bunch of HP and hopefully we'll be okay here. I'm really scared now. We got a Radiant Greninja that seems scary as well. Okay. And we see nothing. Okay, hopefully they didn't just AFK. But yeah, we got again. This sounds like decent. It doesn't have quite the stuff that they need. What is my opponent doing? Okay, they passed. Okay. Um, so we got a Comfey. That's cool. I'll start with Pyukumuku. Obviously, I'm gonna Comfey here. We see Giratina. We have so many Prism Stars in our hand right now. It's kind of funny. We have Latias. We got the Comfey. This is the first game I've tested this deck like once. I tested this deck a few times, and I never used Comfey. I just didn't end up doing it. This is weird. I'll take the Xerneas. I guess now we have 4 Prism Stars in our hand, which is kind of crazy. But I'll get rid of Rotom. I mean, I have one in my hand. I certainly don't really need another one. I guess we can attack next turn. I will play down the Rotom. Obviously not any of the. I could play down Ditto, honestly. Like that doesn't seem that bad. Yeah, I'll play that down, and then I will potentially be able to go ahead and use its ability to evolve into Dunsparce and yeah, draw ourselves some cards or evolve into Trumbeak. I could do that. That seems bad. But yeah, we have the Trumbeak. That's good. We aren't guaranteed to attack this coming turn, but well, no, we can actually. We can guarantee it. We've seen Irida from my opponent though. We can guarantee it through the use of Rotom VSTAR. Um, but yeah, this is like kind of awkward. A Frigibax, okay. Maybe this is like a Chinpabox Excalibur deck. We don't see anything too expanded looking. We see like some Sword and Shield era cards, like late Sword and Shield era cards. But this looks mostly like a standard deck at the moment. Not the current standard deck, but an older standard deck. I hope it's not just a. Oh, okay. We see an Escape Rope. I'll send up Ditto Prism Star. That seems all right. If they knock it out, it is what it is. It's not that bad. And then if they don't knock it out, then it's fine. We can just get out of the active. So overall, this is just like a perfectly fine situation for us. Maybe not perfectly fine. Also, sorry if there's any background noise. There's some stuff going on outside, so hopefully that's not too bad. But anyways, they send up their Mew, of course, here to get going a little more. I hope they don't have the attack here. If we knock out the Mew, that's like kind of cool. Again, kind of wish I had another attacker here, but not sure what I like. I don't know. I feel like the what was the name of it? The Bonsly is a solid option. There's also Elekid, and there is Ethan's Pichu. Those are all solid options. They're not great, but they're okay. And there's also a Mime Junior, which is really funny. I wanted to put in the deck, but also it's like really bad. But anyways, they're gonna Mew and look for probably Capacious Bucket. Or something. I don't know. I'm really surprised they didn't attack there. Could they not have attacked there? No, they could have attacked there. They could have attacked with Palkia. They could have gotten to Capacious Bucket, and which I'm assuming they're playing because Capacious Bucket is really good, or Earthen Vessel. That's like the same. They get Cross Switcher. Okay. Again, this does just look like an old standard deck. We do have Trumbeak. Maybe we can hit something off of Trumbeak. Oh, I almost evolved it. That would have been really bad. We did not. We hit a Battle VIP Passable. It doesn't really matter, does it? I will Dudunsparce here into the Comfey, like send up the Comfey. Hopefully we get like Galarian Meowth would be pretty cool. We see Fezandipiti EX. Theoretically, Morpeko could get there, but that obviously is pretty unlikely. I mean, I start with a Comfey, right? We see Ditto LOT. I think live is bugged. That like doesn't seem right, but because like there's no shot I just draw the 2 cards I put on top. I mean that's possible. I think live is like really bugged right now. I think it's not shuffling the deck right. So yeah. Anyways, let's not worry about that right now and get rid of that Ditto Prism Star, I guess, because Dudunsparce is probably a little better. And I am going to do Restart Power here. I will hold on. I mean, I'll get rid of like a bunch of Prism Stars. Probably Morpeko and Comfey seems fine. I could hold on to Morpeko, but no, it's fine. I'll get rid of all of those and just draw as much as I can. I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? But I will use the ability. Yeah, I have to use it this turn, unfortunately. So now if they guess the Rotom V-Star, they literally just win. But anyways, I'll get rid of all 9 of these cards. Yeah, this ability draws, oh no, all 6 of these, 6 of the 9. It draws so many cards, and we see these cards. These are like not bad, honestly. Notably, the Cramorant is pretty solid here, which I will actually play down right now. It's not like insane, but getting another one is nice. I have 7 in the Lost Zone. The Prism Stars, this is honestly the best I've had Prism Star Lost Zone working, which is kind of crazy. I mean, I haven't played it that much, but this is working pretty well. It's a really fun deck, or fun like thing to do. Just like throw a bunch of Prism Stars in the Lost Zone. Wait, did we prize Jirachi? That would actually be really interesting. I didn't check. I guess I haven't had a chance to search. I mean, it's unlikely, but if we do, then we can just like be in a much better position. My opponent seems like they're kind of AFK as well, but hopefully they're not. I mean, yes, if they are, we win. But yeah, let's see what they decide to send up here. Okay, they sent up Radiant Greninja. I was kind of expecting the Palkia because I mean it's like tankier, but Radiant Greninja is still we're two-shotting it. And yeah, I think we saw Radiant Greninja last game, and again we need if we wanted to one-shot it, we need double Articuno, which is not so easy to find. They quit. We won. What? What was that? My opponent had like they literally could have just swept us. Well, we won. Let's go. We take it. They couldn't have technically swept us because the Palkia would just get rid of three Cramorants. I guess I should have like held back on my bench too, but I didn't do that. Anyways, we had four metal Pokemon in that deck. Apparently, there's a bunch of Galarian Meowths, right? Okay. Well, we only put three EX into play, and obviously we didn't attach 9 energy cards. But this deck is it's honestly pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's obviously very silly, but I hope you enjoyed the video. The list is down below in the description if you want to try it out. But as I said, I hope you enjoyed. Consider liking and subscribing because that really helps me out a lot. And also joining the channel is another way to support it and hitting the bell, all the good stuff. And as always, I'm excited to see you in the next video.